Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flix, where every night is Fright Night. Today we're talking about Beau is Afraid, the third film from horror maestro Ari Aster, and easily his weirdest and surprisingly funniest film yet.
Nice.
This surreal odyssey follows a deeply anxious man played by Joaquin Phoenix as he embarks on a nightmarish journey to his mother's funeral, confronting his greatest fears along the way. I'll be honest, I hated this film the first time I watched it. It felt messy, confusing and impossible to decipher. This is coming from someone who loves Terry Gilliam. But again, I also didn't like The Godfather on my first watch, and now it's one of my favourite films of all time. So if I could not like The Godfather on the first time, but love it with more watches, I figured Beau is Afraid deserves a second chance. The film has a wild mixed reception. Some people love it, others hated it, and many people land somewhat in the middle. Joaquin Phoenix earned a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy, but lost to Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. Patti LuPone's performance as Beau's overbearing mother also received widespread acclaim. So I decided to revisit Beau is Afraid, this time with some friends, to see if it played better in a group setting, and find out if my opinion had changed. Does it join the exclusive club of films improved on a second watch? Well, let's get into it. Here are my thoughts on Beau is Afraid.
Are you at the airport?
I'm on my way. It's not safe, is it? What do you think I should do?
I'm sure you'll do the right thing, sweetheart.
For a film that's 3 hours long, it moves at a surprisingly steady pace, breaking itself into distant acts as we follow Beau's journey. The story places us firmly in Beau's perspective, showing the world through his anxious and paranoid lenses. However, the tricky part is determining what's real and what's in his imagination, as some of the film's internal logic is deliberately inconsistent.
Not a great plan.
As someone who suffers from anxiety, I found the film's portrayal of it fascinating, like the love child of David Lynch and Terry Gilliam. The 2020s have brought us some great deceptions of anxiety in film, and Beau is Afraid stands out with its psychological themes expressed through striking visuals. Magnificent! 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 Aster's direction is undeniably impressive, using unsettling imagery to amplify the film's strange and unhinged tone. The cinematography is a highlight, delivering some truly mesmerising shots. The animation sequences are also visually striking, enhancing the surreal nature of the film. Additionally, Bobby Krullick's score effectively sets the mood and complements the film's unsettling atmosphere.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
The cast is a major highlight, with Joaquin Phoenix delivering a committed performance that carries the film. Nathan Lane, Amy Ryan, Parker Posey and Steve McKinley-Henderson all shine in their supporting roles. However, the standout belongs to Patti LuPone, who steals the show as Beau's dominating mother.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
On the second viewing, I didn't hate the film as much. I garnered a greater appreciation for its visuals and the way it explores anxiety. That said, it still hasn't climbed into my favourites list, but I take back my initial thoughts of putting it in any worst film rankings. I still prefer Midsommar out of Ari Aster's films, but I still think this is a stronger film than Hereditary. On my first watch, I felt the film struggled to balance between its horror and comedy. However, with fresh eyes, I now see it as a horror comedy with dramatic layers. Whether I enjoyed it more or less this time, I'm glad I gave it a second chance because I now have a clear understanding of what it's trying to be.
Hold on for 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Sublime!
Before I reveal my final thoughts on Beau is Afraid, I just want to remind you guys to like this video, subscribe to Fright Night Flix and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Have you seen Beau is Afraid? You let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out my other reviews on Midsommar and Hereditary. I'll be ranking Ari Aster's films when his next project, Edgington, is released. Now, back to Beau.
No more distractions.
Overall, Beau is Afraid certainly isn't for everyone, But from a filmmaking standpoint, it's undeniably well crafted. As the surreal imagery, Joaquin Phoenix's strong performance, and the film's ambitious scope make it a fascinating experience, even if the bizarre story won't work for all audiences.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
But for me, it worked the second time round, and I'm going to up its rating to an 8 out of 10 and a 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please make sure you check out all my past reviews, and join me next time when I'll be diving into Scott Derrickson's latest feature, The Gorge. Until then, keep the chills alive, and as always, stay spooky.